Have someone in tonight that can answer questions if you type them in. But I just want you to know, due to my screen constraints, I am not going to see your questions if you type them in and ask me anything until the end. So save your questions for me till the end, and I'm going to launch the screen and we're going to get started. Okay, I want to welcome everyone. It's just a great evening here. I am in a little town called Hugo, Oklahoma. They got one restaurant, one hotel, and enough Wi-Fi to do the training tonight. So it's great to see everyone and great to have you in this evening. For all of you that are new, my name is Kerry Miller, and I come to you each and every Wednesday night live from our IAW studios in Northeast Texas, and it's always a pleasure. I really enjoy coming and doing the trainings and sharing and have the opportunity to speak to just about every reseller we have and share ideas and see the things that you're doing out there in the field and bring all that data in and put it in my brain and shake it around and see what comes out so that I can share it with everyone. We have some people that are doing exceptionally well, and I want to thank them for all their hard work, and we have others that are working part-time that are doing exceptionally well, and then we have some that are just starting out, and we want to share with you that are just starting out all those things that are going on with these that are doing very well. And that's where our training is going to start going, is to that mode of sharing with you how to go out and reach out and touch new clients. Before we get started, I do want to ask you, we've had a ton of people since I've been doing this join our YouTube channel. Go to youtube.com/Instant App Wizard. It is a great way for you to get our training videos and see what's going on with the training videos. And any video really that I upload, you'll get notice of. Sometimes I do little quick videos and shoot them to people, and it's just a snippet of other training, and so you get the benefit of everything that I put on YouTube. We have, I don't know, 150, 160, 170 something videos in our channel. So go to youtube.com/Instant App Wizard. There is a ton of knowledge, a ton of information, and it's a great place to go and just browse and find some information that you may be looking for. I also encourage you to like our Facebook. Go to facebook.com/Instant App Wizard and like our Facebook page. Sean posts information on our Facebook page and keeps everything up to date there. So like our Facebook page and stay abreast of everything that's going on here at Instant App Wizard. As I mentioned to you 2 weeks ago, we are putting together an App Wizard boot camp. Sean has taken the technology that I need to start putting this together and sent it to me last night. I am working on the boot camp. I'm working on the videos for step 1 of the boot camp, and that should be up within the next 2 weeks, and we'll be sending that out and more information on that. But the boot camp is going to be exceptional. It's going to be just like any boot camp. You're going to start off as a recruit and work your way up, and you're going to get into the advanced stuff and the advanced training, and we're going to name it really some cool things, and we're just going to have fun with it. But the great thing that's going to come out of the boot camp is the fact that it's going to increase your knowledge in the web app industry so that you can go out and do what we are all looking to do, and that is to make money. If you didn't want to make money, you probably wouldn't be here this evening. So we're going to go out and build this boot camp. It's going to be all online, and it's going to be interactive, and it's going to be great fun. I'm already having a great time working on it and putting everything together. So expect that to be out. Probably we will launch that March the 1st, phase 1. And there's just a lot of video work that's going into that, and a lot of work that's going into the site to be able to launch that. So, but that will be coming expected March the 1st for phase 1, And especially for the new guys that are coming on board, you men and women that have, I want to point that out because actually the women are overtaking the guys. The men and women that are signing up and becoming resellers, we want to make sure that the new people get the same data that most of you that are on the trainings each week got way back 27, 28, 29 weeks ago. So that's going to be phase one, and then we're going to continue to ramp that up. But it's a lot of fun, and I'm looking forward to doing it. One thing I would like to announce tonight, we want to be able to help you get a free month of service. Many of you know someone that is looking to get into business. Now we have the affiliate program that we started, okay? And you can also, if you would like, if you know somebody and they sign up, if you will just shoot us an email who they are, depending on which program you're on, if you're on the branded program or the non-branded program, but we're going to give you a free month of service. Everybody knows someone, a mother, a father, a grandmother, a grandfather, a brother or sister, someone that is interested in doing this, and if you send them to us and they sign up as a reseller, we'll give you a free month of service. If you send us two, we'll give you 2 free months of service. But so we want to make sure that everybody's on the same page. If you have someone that you know that's interested in signing up, once they sign up, and you know that, if you will just email us at support@instantAppWizard.com and shoot that over to us, we will be more than happy to reward you with a month of free service. As I talked about, I want to make sure that our format follows what you need. That's very important to me as the person who sits on here and trains you each week, and I know it's important to you because you're wanting to learn how to make money in this business. And so that's the format we're going to go to. Some nights may last 45 minutes, some nights may last an hour and 15 minutes, but it's all going to be formatted specifically for you to go out and build your business. Most of us understand the control panel, okay? And the great thing about the new boot camp system that we're putting out, the first part of it goes through everything in an intricacy in the control panel. So you really won't need to have that specific training anymore because it's going to be broken down tab by tab, line by line. And so if you have a question that, you can go to the boot camp and see that. But Wednesday nights are going to be specifically for showing you different ways to go out and market. And I want to share with you things that I find online and things that I know that you're able to help generate leads and you're able to do things. And I'm telling you, if you will do these things, it'll increase your business. If you don't, it won't. As the old saying goes, you can lead a horse to water, but unless you kick him in the butt, he won't take a drink. So we want to make sure that you have everything you need to make things happen. What we're going to talk about tonight is how to get new clients passively, okay? There's 2 ways to sell. You can sell passively or you can sell aggressively. Next week we're going to talk about some aggressive ways to sell, but the reason I'm going to start off with passively, because that's probably the #1 email I receive, is, Kerry, how can I reach out and get new clients without spending all my time cold calling? Now, I'm going to tell you, if you don't do any of the things I say tonight, if you don't take on board what I'm going to share with you, and you just sit there and hope that it happens, you're so passive that you're not going to create any business. Passively doesn't mean wake up in the morning, sit at the table, and think of 10 ways to reach out to someone but not make it happen. Passively means that you're going to do something excuse me, that's going to create a reaction from these clients to contact you, to reach out to you, and it's a lot different than aggressive selling. Aggressive selling is literally walking in and doing your sales pitch and sharing 30 minutes with them, and one or two things happen. They're either interested or they're not. Passively creates a little bit more time. You can reach out to more people more quickly. You're able to build your business from both angles and build your business faster than would if you only used one way to do that. So let me come in, and I'm going to pause the screen right there. You'll have to excuse me. I'm used to using 3 screens on these training programs, and I've only got 1 screen tonight. And let's see here. I want to come right here, and I'm going to unfreeze that and let that populate. There you go. I've probably talked about this means for a long time, and I haven't really said anything about it in a while, and not sure why, but Martha Trahan, and I hope she doesn't mind me mentioning her name, she wants to reach out and start marketing to some churches, and she was wondering how to do that and how to make that happen. Marketing to churches is probably one of the greatest effective passive ways that you can build your business. Now, why is that? Because you have the opportunity to brand every single app, okay, and every single member of every single church that you set up eventually will see your company. Now, let's say for a fact that you go out and you talk to and set up 10 different churches. Now, let me explain to you, when you set up a church, there's a couple of things that you need to do. And this works very, very well working passively. You're going to give the church the app, okay? You can create their logo for them. I actually created this in the logo program in the control panel, this logo right here for Fairleigh Baptist Church. When I go in and I talk to a church, you don't want to go in and build an app that's going to cost you $300 or $400 a month. That's not the purpose of reaching out to the church. First off, the purpose of reaching out to the church for me is to help the church. I'm a pastor, and I understand budgets of churches, so I know that this is a great way for them to reach out to their congregation. It's a great way for them to share information with their congregation, and it's a great way for their congregation to interact in a means that's up to date and ready to go and making things happen. So with the app here, I only want to give them a few things. Now, if they want texting, okay, and I mentioned texting, okay, and I share with them, they need to pay for that because texting is going to cost you, okay. The app costs you, but it's part of your package that you're already paying for, okay. So it costs you a few pennies and a little bit of time to build it. But texting, at a minimum, is going to cost you $15 a month if you go with the 500 package. So if you want to be generous and you want to give them 500 text and pay for that out of your pocket, that's great. That's a tax deduction. You're giving it to the church. But what you want to do is give them just a few things here. Don't overcomplicate it for them. Tap to call. Great button to have. Special announcements. What is special announcements? And you explain this to the pastor or the youth leader or whoever's going to be sharing with their congregation. Okay, they can sign up, their name and their email address, and they can get an email with any special announcements from the church. All right? And of course, also, what do they see there? They see your branded information. Service schedule. Of course, you want the service schedule on there. Okay? Email us, share web app, save to home screen. Those are always on there unless you take them off, as I showed you last week. But it's very, very basic and very, very easy to do. It's not going to take you a lot of time to build. And what you're doing is reaching out to hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people, okay, that go to the church. All right? So Martha, I hope this helped you the way I set it up. This is an actual church app right here, okay? And keep it very simple. It's easy to go in and talk to them about. What I would do if I was you, Martha, and this goes for everybody, build you a church app, okay, a demo church app, and make it very basic. Special announcement, service schedule, email us, tap to call, and show them how to use it, and show them how to reach out to their congregation with it. And let me show you something else I would do. I would make sure that I came over here and I had this QR code printed out so that they can put it into their bulletins or any of their print media that they give out to their church members. Bulletins is a great way that they reach out to their congregation every Sunday. When someone walks in, they give them something, usually some type of bulletin or special announcement paper or something. And you want to show them how to take this QR code, put a section in that bulletin, and show people, hey, scan this and you can get the app. You may want to even go in and do a, well, I can't think here, a table tent for them, okay? You may want to generate them a table tent. And it's generating there. You may want to go in and create them a custom table tent. There's the table tent there. Powered by, like right here on the bottom, Moby Ad Group. There's their QR code. And have them pass these out to all their congregation. And it shows them exactly how to use it, the QR code. Great passive means of reaching out to hundreds and hundreds, literally thousands of people. You know, you go to your town, your hometown there, and there's 10 churches, and you get 10 people, and that town has a population of 10,000 people, and say 30% of those go to church on Sunday. You've just reached out to 3,000 people every single Sunday. And guess what kind of people go to church? Business people. Okay? So not only are you helping the congregation, not only are you helping the church, but you're also reaching out passively to all the business owners in town. Now, let me explain to you what I mean by passively. You've got your name, your brand, your information in front of people daily. Now, they may not pick up the phone immediately and say, oh, I've just got to have one of those apps. But after seeing that for a period of time, okay, and after going through that for a period of time, it's going to start clicking in their brain. And next thing you know, they see Johnny down the street get an app, and then they see Susie at the flower shop get an app, and then they see Jenny down at the beauty salon get an app, and then they see Joe over at the tire shop get an app, and they see the oil place get an app. Now what's starting to happen, and what did you do? You went out and did something good for someone by allowing these organizations, and not just a church, little leagues, great passive advertising, civic organizations, the football team, your high school football team, your middle school football. You could put the high school football team, the middle school football team, the Pee Wee League, all on the same app. Now you're reaching out to probably half of the town, and you can put the schedules on there. A football schedule is made up before the year ever starts. All you have to do is go in and cut and paste it, plaster it in there, and you're reaching out to a ton of people. Once again, passive marketing. Okay, and yeah, you need to give them away. You need to use that as an advertising medium. I had someone ask me one time, said, well, I didn't know I was going to have to advertise to build my business. Well, after I picked myself up out of the floor, let me just say that you need to do some type of advertising for yourself to generate business. Okay, passive advertising. Now, I want to talk to you about another form of passive advertising. Let me bring up another page here. How many of you, and I'm going to pull up the question box. Let me find it here real quick. Questions. Because I really want to see the response. How many of you have a Facebook page? Yes? Come on, we got a ton of people on here. There it goes. Yes, 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 yes. Yes, 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 yes. Yes, yes. there's not been one person that has said, thank you, Dave. My panel is in Spanish. Your Facebook panel is in Spanish? Or I'm speaking to you in Spanish? I hope I'm... What? I'm not sure how that's happening, my friend. Mine's in English. Is anyone else's webinar coming across in Spanish? Oh, there you go. Click the globe at the top. There's a globe next to the help button, and click on English. Yeah, I'm okay. Boy, that blew my mind there. Okay, back to the Facebook thing. As long as you can hear me in English, because I can promise you I do not know how to speak Spanish. What you want to do is, and I'm in my regular Facebook page. Okay, you can do this from anywhere. I'm in my regular Facebook page here. Okay, and I want to reach out to roofers in Texas. And the reason I'm typing roofers in Texas is because that happens to be what I'm working on right now. Because it's what? Hail season. Hail season is huge. Now, here I'm in this roofer page. He's got 269 likes. You don't really have a lot of information on there. But most people's Facebook is hooked up to what when they receive information on their page, especially if you send them a private message. When you send someone a private message, you can see here, matter of fact, see this guy right here? I sent him a YouTube video. This was the last thing I sent him. And I don't know if it has the date on there when I sent that. July 4th of 2012. All right? So go in here and you can come in and you can passively market to hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people and thousands and thousands and thousands of people on YouTube. Now, this is what I recommend. If you can send them a message, send them a private message. Now, some, like, you may have to like their page. Some pages, and you have to play with this, okay? Some pages you have to like before you can send them a message. Some pages are open, and you don't have to like their page to send them a message. So if you have to like it, okay? There's nothing wrong with liking their page. And then go in and send them a new message. Now what you want to do is, for instance, I did a video here. And just go in and you type them their information. Hey, I just noticed that your website is not mobile ready. I would like to talk to you about increasing your mobile presence. Or anything you want to say. For example here, Moby Advertising Group serving the contractor market, free mobile web apps. All right. Now that gets someone's attention, free mobile web apps. All right. So I gave them something here, mobile advertising for contractors. I'm reaching out to a niche market. Now I'm going to ask another question here. Let me pull up the question box. Hang on just one second. Oh no, I think I lost the question box. View, questions. How many of you believe in your mind that you understand a specific niche market? You bet, JR. I'm glad I triggered it to you. Yes, me. Does everybody here believe? And now I want to see you say it, because if you say it, then you believe it. Okay? Everybody here. Now, the reason I mention that is the best people to market to, especially passively, is the niche that you understand. Can I get one person to type in the question box why if you pick your specific niche, why you need to reach out to that specific market? What's the most important thing you can give that person? Anybody? Passionate. Thank you. Knowledge. Thank you. Thank you. You guys know right where I'm going. You can speak, that's exactly right, information. You guys know right where I'm at. You speak their language. Trust me, when I speak to a roofer, I understand what 40 squares of shingles are. I understand what 25-year, 30-year are. I understand what underlayment is. I understand what 58-pound felt, 30-pound felt is. I understand what it is to knock on a door and speak to a customer. I understand what it is to cold call customers during a hailstorm. I understand what it is to go out and reach out to customers right after a tornado hit. I understand insurance claims. I understand every single thing there is to understand about roofing. If that's my niche, then I probably wouldn't want to start off with auto body. I'm not auto body, with a mechanic. And let me tell you why. I don't change my own oil. I do not even know where the coolant stuff that you pour in there that keeps, I don't even know what it's called. The coolant stuff that you pour in there to keep the engine cool inside the radiator. I don't know where the spark plugs are on a car, and you're probably sitting there thinking, especially all you guys, you're probably sitting there thinking, well, man, you're the dumbest dude I've ever met. It's never interested me. I don't know anything about it, and to be honest with you, I don't care to know anything about it. Antifreeze, there you go. That was the word I was looking for, Joseph. Obviously, Joseph knows about cars. That's not my niche. But if I understood antifreeze and putting plugs in a car and changing the oil and putting tires on and rotation of tires and all that kind of stuff, then it would be easy for me to go talk to a mechanic. If I went and talked to a mechanic, I would trip over the lug wrench that he had laying in the floor. So you want to find your niche. I'm going to close the question box down here. Okay? You want to find your niche. And you want to reach out and touch that niche. Now I'm fixing to show you a little program. I get asked all the time, Kerry, how do I make a video? And what do I make a video of? Video marketing is a great way to reach out to your niche, especially through social media. Okay? There's two ways you can do this. Hang on just one second. I'm going to freeze this. I downloaded a program just the other day. Hang on, I'm bringing this up. And I want you to get out a pencil and piece of paper. And I want you to write this down. It's called Screencast-O-Matic. You can use a free version to do a 15-minute video or less. And it's a screen capture software. And it's free. So download Screencast-O-Matic. If you've got a microphone, you can record, you can do everything with it. Now, if you want to buy it, it's only $15 a year. I use a program called Camtasia Studio, and it's a lot more expensive than that. But this is a great little tool to make some quick videos with. Screencast-O-Matic. All right? So you go in and you make you some little 5-minute, 10-minute videos. Advertisements. 1-minute videos. 30-second videos. Make 2 screenshots of a PowerPoint presentation that's got your information on there and put some music behind it and send it out to folks. 30-second videos. Passively. New message to John. Okay. Now I know for a fact, and I typed John Briggs owns a wrecker service. Okay. So I'm going to write the message. John, I noticed that your website is not mobile. Give me a call. Would like to talk to you about your mobile web app. All right. Now, what else could I do here? I could go in here, and if I made me a little 5-minute, 2-minute, 1-minute video, I could come in here and I could attach that video. Okay? Add files, add photos, whatever I wanted to do. And I could click send and send that to John Briggs. Passive marketing. You reach out to these folks, you touch them, you walk through it every single day. Now, one of the greatest ways of marketing today is webinars. And I know you guys get tired of hearing me say that. And the reason it is because you have the opportunity to go out and talk to people and share with people. Change my screens here. And invite them to your webinar. Now you say, well, Kerry, why is it so good? Because you're able to give them a full 15-minute, 20-minute presentation that explains to them what you're going to stand in their office and explain to them to do. Now, I'm going to tell you now, if you don't use it, it doesn't work. It's kind of like riding a bike. If you never learn, you never will. But once you get on that bike, and I haven't rode a bike in years, once you get on that bike and learn to ride it, you can ride it the rest of your life. It's the same way with webinars. If you get your webinar, it does many things. First off, and there's a demo right here, and let me click on this demo because I want to walk through it real quick. You're able to collect, let me stop this. You're able to collect their information. You're able to send out multiple emails, which keeps your company in front of them. You're able to reach out and touch them multiple times. Now, if you don't use the system, then you're not going to be able to do that. So you collect the information, they sign up, they watch your webinar. Then another email goes out, okay, in an automated system that's set up. Another email will go out and say, hey, just wanted to touch base with you. If you didn't get to watch the webinar, here's a replay. So you're able to go out. But let me show you. I know I've showed you this before, but I want to make sure that you understand passive marketing. I want to make sure you understand the importance of passive marketing. And webinars is just one way to do it. 1-minute videos is another way to do it. Getting on Facebook is one way to do it. Hang on here, I'm bringing up another screen. You have great tools, okay, which allows you to do things very neatly, very nicely, okay. Is your business mobile ready? Register today for your free webinar. Is your business mobile ready? Register today. Presented by your company name and your website address. Gives them a couple of QR codes down here. Okay, once again, HTTP is your businessmobileready.com. Literally, and I'm going to repeat this because I want to make sure that I get this through. You can set these on your table and hope that someone goes to it, or you can literally go out every day and pass out 5 or 10. Now I want you to think about this for a moment. Go out every day, 5 days a week, and pass out 10 of these flyers inviting people to your webinar. Go out once a month. I'm going to change screens again. Go out once a month and sign up one church. Go into Facebook every day. Now, Facebook will, and I think it's 10 an hour or something like that. I usually send out 10 and go do something else, and then send out 10 and go do something else. When you send out messages like this, you're limited. And I'm not sure what the number is. It used to be 10. It may be 20 now. But after you do so many, it tells you you can't do it anymore, and then you have to wait for a little while, and then you can do it again. So go out and do 10 messages in the morning when you wake up, and do 10 messages at night before you go to bed. With the church app alone, you're going to reach out to hundreds of people. Go to a school once a month and sign up the ball team. Go to the head coach and sign up the ball team. Now you're going to reach out to literally thousands of people. Passively, not a lot of work, okay? I say not a lot of work. It may be a lot of work to some people, but not a lot of work. and you're able to reach out and touch these people passively. Bring this screen back up. Passive marketing will increase your business probably 10 to 20% a year just by doing that alone. Some people market passively and don't even realize it. I'm going to use Roger for an example. Really, his QR code in his pocket, that's great passive marketing. It's show and tell. He's not putting a lot of flamboyancy on it. This is what it is. This is what I have. And let me tell you something Roger's doing right now. He's getting full year up front. I mean, he got rid of that monthly stuff, and he's doing very well getting the full amount up front. So be passive. Work passively every single day. If you will do this, if you will set up, and you can use Twitter if you have a Twitter account. You can use LinkedIn. Set up your LinkedIn account. Go in there and do 10 to each one of those every day. I'm going to ask this question because this is another method of how many of you gave out either a business card or a flyer this week that had a QR code on it to your web app or to a demo web app? Passive marketing. The QR code is the most important thing that you have in passive marketing. I'm going to share with you a quick story. Wow, it's starting to real quick. Let me move this. Let me go back here. I received a phone call last night from this little cab company right here that I did an app for. And his business card actually looks just like this. And he was doing a good business. And I met him, and we started talking, and he said, man, he said, I'd really like to grow my business. And he said, do you have any pointers? I said, and of course my first question was, do you have a web app? No, I don't. I said, we need to get you a web app. So we got him a web app, okay? And of course, to me, the most important thing is this right here. But we got him a web app, and we put his web app together, and he started passing out his business cards to all of his hotels and everything that's in his area. And he works in a rural area. Great business going on. He's been doing this now for about 3 weeks. He called me yesterday. He said, you're not going to believe this. He said, because of that card with that little app on it, he said, I did just yesterday $450 in business. He's only been doing it for about 3 weeks. And he said, I've noticed every day, because now he's starting to ask people, how did you get a hold of me? Oh, I got your card. I scanned your card at the hotel. His business is starting to grow in just 3 weeks because of that web app. What is he doing? Passive marketing. By simply passing out business cards at hotels, leaving it at the front desk. Because why? What do hotels want? They want somebody that's going to come get these people. They don't want to have to search for someone. They want quick reaction because they want to take care of their customers. They give them a card. Hey, call this guy. Pick it up. His click to call. I mean, he's got everything right here he needs. It's very simple. Call us now, about us, join our list. Nothing fancy, okay? He don't have 57 buttons on there. He's got exactly what he needs, and his business is starting to grow. Passive marketing. Passive marketing. So this is what I want you to do this week, okay? Starting in about 15 minutes. Put together you a social media passive marketing plan and do it every day. Now, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to email everyone that's on this call tonight, Okay, I'm not going to email everybody that watches the video. I'm going to email everybody on this call tonight, because this is what I want you to do. In next week, I'm going to email you, and I'm going to email you an email, and it's going to say, how many passive marketing things did you do this week? Or something like that. I'm going to ask you a question, and I want you to respond to me, because this is what I would like you to do. I want you to do social media passive marketing. I want you to create a 30-second YouTube video. Doesn't have to be fancy. All right? I don't know if you guys know this. Let me show you something real quick. Give me 1 second. For those of you that don't know or realize, I use PowerPoint, okay, for all of my presentations. Everything's typed out. Everything's done. You could literally, let me come back up here at the top, make you a little slide, 2 or 3 slides, and record this. And you don't even have to put any voice over it. In YouTube, you can automatically put music to it. You don't even have to put a voice to it. And put your information here, okay, and record that and upload it to YouTube. You can use that Screen-O-Matic I was showing you. Pull it up there in this format here. Can you see? You'll see the format change. That's full screen. Okay, that's slide format presentation. And I could cut and record this screen right here. Do a 30-second little video. Flip through the screen. Okay, just like I'm doing there. You see it flipping through? All I'm doing is pushing my down key. Make you a 30-second video. And I want you to send that out. If you do not have a webinar, if you want to increase your business, go on tonight and order you a webinar. And then after you order your webinar, I want you to use your webinars in social media. I want you to use your YouTube videos in social media. And I want you to reach out to your niche market. I want you to reach out and touch those people that you can do what? You can share information with, you can talk the same lingo, you understand what that person's talking about, and you will increase your business. The average return on webinars alone is 10 to 30%. The average people that will come to a webinar is 10 to 30%. So if you go out and you reach out and you pass out 100 flyers, you're going to get 10 people to come to that webinar. And let's say it's just 10%. You sell one app. That 100 flyers just made you $100. So you generated $1 flyer, but not just $100 this month, $100 next month, $100 next month, $100. So in reality, what did you get? You got $120 per flyer because you made $1,200. So webinars are powerful. YouTube is powerful. Social media is powerful. I want to talk about selling features. I'm not sure how much time I got left. Just a few minutes. Let me talk about selling features real quick. And I'm going to talk just tonight about the app itself. Let me pull up my question box here. Just looking at this app, if you would tell me what is, hang on a second, what is one of the features of this app? Can anybody just say, yeah, this is a feature? What is one of the features of this app? That's right. Click to call. Click to call. Click to call. About us. Now, what's so great about the click to call feature? The great thing about the click to call feature is all I've got to do, even if I'm driving down the road and I see that big old yellow button there and it says call us now, or I just got out of the shower because I'm running late and I need to get to the airport, I don't have to dig up somebody's phone number. All I've got to do is go touch, bam. It pops up in the phone and you hit the green button and you call the person. The About Us information. You have the opportunity to share or your clients do, to share everything about them to bring someone to their business, to make a quick and rapid decision on whether or not I want to go there. That is a huge benefit, okay? That is a huge thing to sell to someone, because everybody wants to know. They can call without memorizing. And that's the important thing. Jason Laporte says they can call without memorizing the number. Let me tell you something. I don't even know my own phone number. If it wasn't because it was in my phone, I couldn't call my house. That's exactly right. You don't have to memorize anything, okay? Gets them on the phone right away. Thank you, Sherry. Does a whole lot more talking than a business card. Sherry was, I was watching one of Sherry's videos the other day, and she was talking about the business card on steroids, and this is your business card in your pocket. This is the business card on your phone. Every salesman out there, and all of you are salespeople talking about niches, every salesperson out there needs a mobile app. If it has nothing but call us now, the About Us button. Matter of fact, Sherry, you created one for a lumber company, wasn't that correct, for their business people? Pocket to pocket marketing, okay? Passive marketing. This, there again, that falls into that passive category. All right? Warehouser, thank you. Sales rep for Warehouser. Great thing for salespeople. Okay? You don't have to be a full-blown company. A salesperson could have their business card right on their phone and show everybody out there how to put it on their phone, teach them how to put it on theirs, and teach them how to put it on their customers' phones. And they got to click to call, tap a button on the phone, and they got a hold of them right now. What a powerful thing to do. I mean, that is super powerful and great niche market for all of you. Okay? So benefits. You want to sell the features of the app. We're going to get more into features on the reputation management program, the Foursquare program, and those things. The biggest feature you have is the marketing platform. Okay, and we're going to go into that next week when we go into aggressive selling. But what I want to do is, and I think we've got about 5 minutes left here, I want to take questions. These will be specific about what we just talked about, or if you have a question about sales or anything like that. We're going to take about 5 minutes here. Roger put on, thank you, Roger, for sharing that. When people ask Roger for his business card, he says, here it is, this is my card, and he puts their app, his app on their phone. Hey, if you'll give me your phone, I'll be more than happy to put my business card on there. They'll let you do it because they want to contact you. They want to share with you. Any questions? Roger says, and they all say okay. Can we get a... Mike, you need to send that. I'm glad you asked that question there. Send that in on the support and help line, if you would. There's one thing I want to do with Wednesday nights is anything that's support and help, or the best place to put that would be in the forum, and they'll post it again. There's some features that are, and that may not be one of them, but some features are detrimental to your app program. I'll put it that way. And if you would continue to use and this is for everyone, all the resellers out there, if you would continue to use that support and help. Many of you have done that this week, and it has greatly expedited a whole bunch. Any other questions? Okay, let me ask you this question. Is the form that we're going to, and this helps me, of specific marketing ideas, specific marketing detail, the way to market and generate new clients, is this the forum? Is this the area you want to continue to delve in? We're going to generate more lead generation programs and that kind of things. If this is the program and the style that you want, okay, thank you. Because guys, what's important to me is, thank you very much. What's important to me is that you're out and you're successful. Okay? That's so important to me. Nothing else in my life matters except your success, and I mean that sincerely. If you're successful, that means I'm not doing my job. So I want to make sure you're successful. Well, very good. Well, we will continue this format. Next week, we're going to get into aggressive sales. I missed you too, buddy. Next week, we're going to get into aggressive sales, and we're going to talk about being aggressive. And we're going to, most of you here, or some of you here, may not be an aggressive salesman. That's why I wanted to talk about passive sales first. You can have a huge business if you sell passively and never do anything else. A huge business. Next week, I'm going to talk about some email marketing. Okay? I was going to get to it tonight, and we just ran out of time. So Duke says scripts, and we'll work on some scripts, and that's one of the things that we're working on for the boot camp and selling processes, and we're going to talk about that. And I will dedicate, you have my word, I will dedicate my Wednesday nights to sales processes and selling ideas, reaching out to people. But let me say this, and I will close with this. For everyone that's on this call tonight, you must, without question, do something to make it happen. If you stand in a corner and wait for it to happen, you're going to be waiting for a long time. There are those who make it happen, and then there are those who watch it happen. Don't be one of those who watch it happen, because watching it happen doesn't put money in your pocket. It's those that you are watching who are making it all. So with that, everyone have a wonderful evening. Thank you, Tom. God bless, and it's once again, Wednesdays is my favorite nights because I get a chance to be with you. There you go. Be a performer, not a spectator. Thank you, Sherry. God bless everyone. Have a great evening, and we will get everything up on the trading section here within the next couple of days. Good night, everyone.